That shit right there happened a while ago, but I remember I was walking through the woods, minding my business, and this hairy motherfucker comes up to me, tries to whip my liquor out of my hand, trying to make me drop that shit. I was about to fuck him up right there. You know what I'm saying? But I said what I had said. Then come to find out, Beast Man was a bitch. That's why I call him Bitch Man. And his ass hid, ran the fuck off. I ain't never seen that bitch for a long time after that. We'll get into that later. That was pretty much it with that. He's a bitch. Let me make something perfectly clear. I hate snakes. I hate them bitches. I hate them so much, I wish I'd kill them all. Especially when I see them bitches walk around on two legs. Snake men, they're the worst. I hate them. So anyways, I'm chilling on top of my castle. And I got the fuck is his name? Stratos doing a perimeter check. His ass must have been slipping up. It was one of them slimy, slippery snakes that snuck on my property. And this motherfucker, he tried to break in my house. They done left the ladder outside. He tries to climb up. Fucking Stratos sees him. He wasn't quick enough. His ass got shot out the sky. So then this motherfucker tries to break in the castle, climbing up the side while I'm chilling, mind you. Minding my business. I hear this motherfucker coming up. I said, you know what? I'm gonna teach him a lesson. I drop my bottle on his head. Pop! He ends up falling and breaking his legs. That was the funniest shit I've seen in a while. That's what he gets. I hate snakes. Oh, yeah, Clawful. I haven't heard that name in a minute. I call that bitch Clawless, cause I ate that shit up. Ha ha! That was some good shit. And when I think of him, the first thing I think is delicious. Man, I need to give me some more of that claw meat. But anyways, yeah, him and that bitch Skeletor, they tried to come up on my property. I don't know what the fuck they tried to do. I don't know why this motherfucker keeps on coming around my property anyway. You know what I'm saying? Skeletor, he's got a place he stays at. He needs to stay the fuck down there. But anyways, they come up, you know what I'm saying, messing around. I'm just chilling and drinking. Yeah, as y'all can tell that's one of my favorite pastimes. I like to drink. And they come up. I got Fisto right here chilling with me and shit. I got that motherfucker working for me. Because he's got that big ass fist. You know what I'm saying? When I don't feel like getting my hands dirty, he gets some fists dirty. And I wanted them fists dirty today. And I seen all that claw meat. I was hungry. So he went down there, broke his legs up. I just got a thing with people not walking. If they can't walk, they can't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? So I tried to break the legs. And then I seen that arm and I was hungry. So I told him to break that shit. Let me tell you something. We ate so good that night. Orko had thirds. I ate the rest. Everybody else had seconds. And that's all they get. But yeah, we ate Clawful for dinner. And that shit was good. You know, I still got the smell of his dirty ass still lingering in the castle. Man, that shit pissed me off. This is another example of that bitch trying to bring his lackeys to come fuck me up and breaking my shit. And this motherfucker shitface, god damn, he was dirty. Oh my goodness, that smell. Even thinking about it, I still smell that shit. So, how that shit went down, I smelled that shit right away. Me and Man at Arms, we busted it up chill, you know how I do. And I smell it all, it's the worst smell ever. So I sent his ass out there to go handle that shit. Do what you gotta do, extinguish that fucking smell. I go to the roof, I see that bitch across the lake laughing and giggling. You know what I'm saying, Skeletor? One thing I give his ass, he's persistent. He's still a bitch. So he sent that dirty motherfucker. Man at Arms got his hands dirty. He got the shit done. And because of that shit, he had to sleep outside for a week. That armor was smelling like shit. I can't sleep like that. So yeah, Stinko, he sat there for a little while. Had to let that smell dissipate. You know what I'm saying? Shit was rotten. Just shame. Oh man, I remember that shit. Good old Jabba Jaw. Yeah, I was just chilling and shit that day. Had Battle Cat with me. Finally, he decided to eat that steaky motherfucker up in the lake. And then this guy, he comes in on a rope. He must have tied that shit on one of the mountains in the back. And he didn't think that shit out. because he didn't have all the speed he needed, and his stupid ass got stuck on the rope. Him said I thought that shit was funny. I really wasn't trying to pay him no mind, so he started fucking with me. He was shoot lasers at me and shit, and got the nerve to knock my liquor, my shit, out of my hands. Nah, fuck that. I saw his ass a lifelong lesson. Don't fuck with people if your ass is stuck, because your ass is gonna stay stuck. I left him up there for a week. He died. That shit was funny. And about a couple weeks later, we had some good beef jerky. That shit was good. Real good. Not every time that I leave the castle, I like to bring my sword with me. And this particular time, yeah, I didn't bring it. And I forget that that's how I get back in the front door. So, me and Rant, man, we go chilling, max some bitches and shit. We coming back. And then there's a situation, I'm locked out. And in my mind, I figured, hey, Rant, man, it's his job to ram shit. He should be able to get me in my fucking front door. This weak bitch can't do it after he tries again. He just can't. Like, I know my front door is strong, but shit, you shouldn't be able to break that shit down. So, I was let down, and then come to find out, that little bitch, that little sneaky bitch, Skeletor's ass, hiding behind a rock, laughing at me. Y'all don't know how embarrassed I was. I mean, even though nobody was around seeing, I seen the shit. I hear the motherfucker laughing. And I got this weak-ass fucking van man who can't even do his job right. Oh, I was ready to fuck him up right then and there. But I fired his ass. I told him to take this shit down to the Skeletor. The Skeletor loves them bitches. He can take his bitch ass down there. Took my liquor back. Never again. I don't like sharing after that day. Fuck Rant Man. Yeah, Orko, that's my little buddy and shit. I don't like seeing people fuck with him. He's a small guy. But that motherfucker right there, he can do some shit I had never seen nobody do in my life. And for that, I keep him right here in the castle close to me. So this particular day, he's down there manufacturing some drinks for me because Jim said, I like variety. I like the shit that tastes good, but I like to taste different kinds. And at that particular day, I had my nice, good clothes on. I just got done seeing Evelyn and shit. You know what I mean? I had a little date. I come back, and I see this fucking bitch-ass predator. Fucking his fucking crazy ass trying to chase after Orko. Oh, I was so pissed. I was ready to fuck him up right there. But I had on my nice clothes. And luckily, I had my little shank with me. So, I wanted to bait him in, act like I'm gonna give him the shit. And I put that blade up to his neck. I told that bitch never to come back. I will fuck him up and stab him dead if he ever fucks with Orko like that. I don't deal with that shit. Orko needs to be a little bit more careful and watch his back when he's making my shit. Oh yeah, I definitely remember that shit. Here's the thing. If I'm pissing and shit, and I'm minding my, especially if I'm pissing, I don't like nobody fucking with me. And that bitch, he brought some deep voice tone motherfucker down here to fuck with me while my dick is out. You know what I'm saying? I was ready to choke his ass right there with my dick out, but I said no. Let me call some backup. I just hired this B-man. I'm saying his name is Buzz-Off. Big ass B fella. Husky as fuck. I told him to come down here and handle that bitch, because I don't deal with that shit. And luckily, Buzz-Off can fly. So I told him to pick him up by his tail real high in the sky. When you hold somebody upside down and that blood rushes to your head, you start to get a little dizzy. You know what I'm saying? You start to get a little delusional. Then your ass is gonna get scared. And I seen the look in his eyes. I seen the look in that bitch-ass Skeletor over there. And I told Buzz-Off to keep his ass up there just a tiny bit longer. I want that blood to fill up all that head. So when his bitch ass hits the ground, he's done, instant death. And that's what happened. His ass died. And then I told Buzz-Off, I wanted him to drop Skeletor on his head. I wanted to see that skull crack so bad. But let me tell you something. Skeletor being a bitch, that bitch can run fast as shit. He got out of there pretty fast. And then Buzz-Off came back. I was a little pissed. And since I was pissed, you know what I did? I pissed off of Whiplash's head. I pissed on the motherfucker. That's what his ass gets. You wanna fuck with me while I'm pissing? I'm gonna piss on you. I ain't even gonna lie about this one. I was impressed. Like, seriously impressed. I seen a blue version of my ass come up to me and start talking shit. Like, maybe in another world, we'd have been friends, we'd have been cool. But he came at me crooked, and I don't give a fuck. Even if you my brother, my mother, my father, my twin, if you come at me wrong, I might have to fuck you up. And that's what happened. But since he was me, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to see if he could do everything I could do. And I offered him some liquor. And this special liquor, some people don't know, not everybody in Eternia can handle this liquor. I made sure Urko made me the strongest shit ever. I had some of the palace guards try it. And some of them bitches died within a couple minutes. You know what I'm saying? Shit happens. I just replace them. But anyways, I offer this guy a drink. He's drinking with me. He acts like he can hang with the best. You know what I'm saying? I'm that bull. Ain't nobody else that bull but me. Okay? So we drinking. Out of the corner of my eyes, of course, I see that bitch. That fucking blue bitch over there rooting his man on. I know he can't trick me out. You know what I'm saying? And come to find out, that robot bitch couldn't handle that shit. And he ended up catching on fire and his ass died. It's a shame. Good looking guy, but he was still made by a bitch ultimately. He had bitch in it. What? What the fuck is this? I wasn't there. Why is this shit in my episode? You wanna find out what happened about that shit? Go ask that bitch. Don't ask me. I don't know. Hey, it's me, Skeletor. Don't listen to that bitch Heman over there. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. I go to Castle Grey Skull because he's got what I want. I want that place. I want to live there. I'm tired of living in Snake Mountain. I took over that shit that's not even my place. I took it from King Hiss, but that's a different story. So anyway, Snakeface comes back to me, and I tell him, look, you stop fucking up. You broke your legs, you healed them. I want He-Man's shit. I want his liquor. I think I can handle it. I give him the powers that he needs to go get it. Go invisible. To do whatever. Get in there and get the shit done. That's what happened there. Bye. My buddy Modi, shit. Man, oh man, those were good times back then. Oh, I love Modi. I miss Modi so much. I'll get to that later. Yeah, man, but Modi is the shit. Modi is the shit. I love Modi. That's all I gotta say about that. I don't want to talk about it too more. I'm gonna get emotional. I miss Modi. That right there was the first and the last time somebody fucked with me while I was sleeping, I'll tell you that. That was a crazy situation. I got knocked out, you know what I'm saying? I was drinking a whole bunch that day, and then even Lynn, she left not too long ago. So yeah, I need to get some rest, you know what I'm saying? So I'm passed the fuck out of my house, minding my business, and this sneaky blue bitch comes in the middle of the fucking night. It had to be like 3 a.m. He comes over with one of his new lackeys and shit, some pussy named Jitsu, and he comes knocking on my door like a Girl Scout, banging on my shit. After a few knocks, that shit woke me up. Oh, I was highly upset. So I go outside, look out the window. This motherfucker, he's talking mad shit. Like greasy, grimy, dirty shit. Talking to me, this bitch was crazy. Oh, I was pissed. So I went upstairs. I see this motherfucker, I told him to leave. He wouldn't stop. So luckily, the couple days before that, I went down to Eternia Auto. I seen Hustler. I got me this robot horse named Stridor. This fucking husky-ass robot horse. So I put that shit to good use. I would have him going, you know what I'm saying, perimeter of the property at night. And usually don't nobody fuck with me, like I said, but luckily I had him there. And he was ready. I was so pissed, I didn't care what happened. I wanted that pussy dead. I told him to take the laser, blow his head off. He listened to just that. And when I told him to go get Skeletor, of course, Skeletor's a fast bitch. He got out of there so fast, the horse couldn't charge up in time. I was kind of pissed I ain't turned the horse on for weeks after that. I wanted Skeletor dead. Shit was crazy. You know, even the best of us make mistakes. And I've been known to fuck up from time to time, and I made a mistake hiring that bitch-ass, high-speaking mechanic. I didn't know that machine on his body created helium for him to huff. He was a helium huffer. He had a drug addiction. That's why his voice sounded like that. And come to find out, I had this bitch on guard duty. And Skeletor pulls up in some nice-ass ride. That shit was nice. The little land shark, I gave him that. It was a nice car. He came up trying to start trouble and shit. He ended up checking the shit out of my man. And then, come to find out, he started bitching out. I'm speechless. I could not believe the shit that I heard. I hear his little bitch ass calling for help. I didn't even want to go outside. But for the hell of it, I wanted to see what was up. I checked the shit out. Skeletor's down there in a nice ass whip, ready to fuck him up. And he's bitching like that? That's embarrassing to me. And if you gonna look bad on me, I don't need your ass working for me. I let that bitch die. Fuck that shit. You gonna cry like a bitch, you gonna die like a bitch. His ass got the fuck out of here. Skeletor got that. I gave him that win. That's not even a win. That shit was a freebie. I said, take that shit, you got that. You know what I'm saying? And this bitch tries to think I'm his friend because of that shit. Nah, bitch, you did me a favor, and then your ass can roll out. He's lucky I didn't take his fucking car. Alright, that time right there, I might have fucked up. Okay? Shit happens. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to drink and drive and kill Panther. You know what I'm saying? But I was having a good time that night. I was down there at the Turnos getting fucked up with Tila, whole bunch of other palace bitches down there. That shit was fun. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to make it home, and I just couldn't see nothing. And I don't know, I must have made a right and a left instead of a left and a right. And I am down at that bitch's house. And I ended up running to his big-ass cat. Thank God his big-ass cat, you know what I'm saying, took all the impact. I could have ran into a rock, and I could have got hurt. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I killed him. And then Skeletor, he was upset. But of course his bitch ass wasn't going to do nothing about it. I mean, if he wanted to get rowdy, we could have got down, you know what I'm saying? But the ops didn't want it. So I pulled my big-ass car off his ass and took my ass home. Fell asleep right after that. Shit was crazy. I feel a little bad, but I don't anymore. You know, still to this day, I think that shit might have been a dream. I don't know. I was real fucked up that night. Let me tell you something. Moss Man that came by, he gave me a wonderful Christmas present. Gave me some good shit. And you know what I'm saying? I indulged right before we started finishing up the tree, and I was feeling pretty good. And that shit affected me all night, apparently. That was that same day that bitch-ass Clawless, that was the day that I started calling his ass Clawless. I had to fuck him up. As he tried to come and fuck me up on Christmas, and he tried to come without his leader bitch, Skeletor. He wasn't there. He had some balls. He's lucky I didn't eat him alive. You know what I'm saying? But they ended up taking his legs. He took his other arm. We said his ass crawl the fuck out of here. Ha ha. He deserved it. I should have gave his ass some money for Christmas. And another thing, that Ram Man bitch, he didn't have to come in to be a hero. Ain't nobody asked for him to come around there. I can take a shot to the back by a laser. That ain't shit on me. It's happened before. You know what I'm saying? So this bitch wants to play hero and wants me to what? Suck his dick, thank him for a good job? The fuck out of here. You's a bum, you gonna stay a bum. And he go die a bum. For all I care. Can't even break in my door. But anyways, that night, I like to enjoy myself and stand right on the bridge when I piss, especially because it was Christmas and I'm pissing and shit. And that fucking bum man bitch motherfucker comes out of the water. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something, that was the last fucking thing I expected to see with my dick out. I see his face right there in the water. I didn't know if he was trying to suck my dick or what. I don't roll like that. You know what I'm saying? I was ready to jump in there and just start swinging fists, you know what I'm saying? Just throwing balls, fucking him up. But I kind of noticed he looked a little ghost-like. You know what I'm saying? Looked a little spooky. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want no parts of that shit. I ended up trying to walk away. He ended up, you know what I'm saying, talking that mouth. So I figured I'd fuck him up with a rock. You know what I'm saying? That easy way to kill somebody. It didn't work. Shit didn't work. That's when I knew 100% sure that bitch was a ghost. And he appeared right there in front of the doorway. When I started ramming his mouth talking shit. I don't got no time for no ghosts. If you dead, then that's what you get. Fuck out of my face, going about your business. I had to finally been able to piss in peace. And I ended up going to sleep. And then that's when shit got crazy. I got visited by 3 people I ended up fucking up. 3 people, you know what I'm saying, it was a Whiplash, Faker, it was Skeletor from the future. You know what I'm saying, some crazy shit. Like I said before, my ass was probably fucked up off that shit Moss Man gave me. But anyways, they ended up taking me through, you know what I'm saying, past, present, future, la-di-da, trying to prove a point that I don't give a shit about. I like drinking and that's that. They take it how they want it. Y'all die, that's what y'all get. But anyway, the last person, some Skeletor of the future, takes me to the future, shows me some wild shit. You know what I'm saying? I was just looking like some pimp. You know what I'm saying? And Skeletor was all super walked out. And then you had Clawless, you know what I'm saying, all his body built together somehow. And they ended up getting the jump on me and fucking me up. You know what I'm saying? Even if it was a dream, that's a nightmare. I don't want to go out like that. That made me change some shit when I woke up. So luckily I seen Orca on his happy-go-lucky shit walking down the street, and I asked him to do me that favor, to bring all them bitches back to life, to hopefully make sure that that dream that happened don't come to life, and I don't die like no bitch. Cause I damn sure ain't no bitch. And he brought him back, and that was it. I still see them bitches in the street. They're lucky I won't kill them, but I'll fuck them up. And then the main thing that happened that pissed me off about all that shit, while I was fucked up on my nighttime adventure, somebody snuck in my room and stole my liquor. The balls on that motherfucker. When I find out, you're dead. Well, folks, that pretty much breaks down half the shit that happened to me. But I'll get into the rest of the shit that happens to me at another time. My ass is tired. I'll see y'all later.